Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. And I know what you're asking yourself. You're saying, Card Wolf, you claim to always be on the hunt for great cards. What are you doing with Fairfield boxes? Because that is a losing proposition if you're looking for great cards. And I know. I believe you, and I've heard it all before, and I still cannot resist from buying these. I just cannot help myself whenever I see these on the shelves at the local pharmacy. I was there this morning and I came across these and I thought to myself, avoid those. Those are not going to get you anything exciting or good, but yet I was unable to avoid them. I picked up a couple of these because, I mean, you know, they're so cheap. They're $5 a box and you never know what you're going to get. 1 in 8 will contain a hit, whatever Fairfield defines as a hit. I still don't know, and I've been opening these for a long time, but I haven't opened them on the channel for several months now, and I thought it was time to revisit the Fairfield Empire and see what they have boxed up for us lately. As I've said before, when I've opened this, I believe that the Fairfield family has an estate that is built entirely out of trading cards, and whenever they need to package up more boxes of these to ship out to the nation's pharmacies, they just tear down a room of their house and just put all of the cards into these boxes and ship them out. So we're going to see what they had used before. And I also have, I'm doing something interesting here, where I think it's interesting and maybe completely boring to you guys, but I'm going to go to the unusual length of getting out my postal scale and seeing these feel, it may be my imagination, I could be completely off with this, I have not actually weighed these, but this one feels heavier, notably heavier than this one. Came off, you know, same, they're all hanging there, and I just kind of picked these up and I thought, you know, at the time I didn't really notice it, but then when I was taking them out, I mean, this one feels like it's got like a rock in it or something. This feels like, you know, somebody tucked some sort of a heavy object in here, some sinkers for fishing or something are in there. So I'm going to weigh these and just see if it's my imagination, and then maybe we can learn something from this. I think you can see what is on the scale there. Okay, so it's zeroed out, and we'll start with this one. This one is 4.2 ounces for that one. That's number one, and then number two is 6.5 ounces. That's a significant difference. All right, so let me see. I want to make sure my scale is getting this accurately. 6.5 ounces for that one, and this was what, 4.2 for that one. So this one really is quite a bit lighter than that one. That one is quite heavy. So my postal scale, which I use to send out all of your packages, has come into use on the channel for the first time, and it's quite interesting. This one felt heavier to me, and it really is. So we're going to see if we can learn anything by opening these today and see if the heavier one is better or worse. Maybe it's just filled with you know, I don't know what could be in here, but it does, you know, it feels like it's really quite dense in there. So which one should we open first? I'm actually not sure what we should go for first. We'll start with the lighter one, I guess. We'll start with the lighter one. We'll put this one in the background, looming over us as we open the lighter one, the heavier one with its massive girth. And I believe I always open these from the bottom, if I'm remembering. So if I can hold them in my clumsy hands, we can do that. All right, so here we go. Opening the Fairfield box, and we'll see what we get out of here. It looks like there's a pack in here. Now, usually the packs are things like opening day tops or Sage or like some minor league Atlantic Division pack or something like that. So hopefully we'll do better than that today. It looks like we have some pretty recent cards in here. That looks like 2021 right on the top there. And then what is this? This is Panini Golden Age, which I have never opened before. I don't even know what these cards look like, quite honestly. Panini Golden Age. If you guys are familiar with these, then you've got one up on me. So we're going to hang on to that and open that after we go through these singles from the lighter box of the two Fairfield boxes that I have to open today. Mark Melencon is really pumped about us buying his Fairfield box. He is extremely pumped. He cannot believe his luck that he gets to be the first card in here. I thought I was done with 2021, which I cannot read because the printing is so small. This is Danny Ducky or Duffy, I'm not sure. Okay, here, so we'll get rid of those guys. Ron Oster, and so we get some vintage here. Will Clark, that's a nice card there from 90 Score. And we got something a little interesting here. This is a Stadium Club card of Greg Briley, or Briley, I can't remember. Tim Hullett from the White Sox, utility infielder. Mariners leaders card from, I think that's 87, Jesse Orozco from Donruss 1988. And, okay, we got a couple of pinnacle cards in here. I'll flip these over. I'll put these off to the side. We've not hit anything big yet, but there's still a lot of cards here to get. Tom Pagnozzi from Pinnacle 1996. And there's John Mabry and what's this one? Barry Larkin. That's not a bad one. Barry Larkin, Hall of Famer. So we'll put that one aside. That's not a bad card. Nowhere near like a rookie card or anything, but I'm not going to wolf layer it. I don't really collect Barry Larkin cards, but it's one to put aside to tally at the end. Jeff Blauser on that one. And this one is backwards, so maybe it's autographed. No, I'm kidding. I don't think they put autographs in here. Even their hits are not autographs. This is Rich Amaral and Kevin Gross on an upper deck card there, looking a lot like Randy Johnson, but it's Kevin Gross. Ken Merker from the Braves. Phillies leaders, also from 87. There's a Fleer 95 of Gerald Perry with the Cardinals. Got another backwards card here, and that is a gleaming, shiny card of Reggie Sanders for sure. Look at that one. That is a really shiny card. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think that's an insert or anything. I think that's just part of the Upper Deck set. Oh, this is Upper Deck SP, that's why. So that's a pretty cool card. I haven't seen that one. Chris Hammond, Gerald Clark, and Ernie Camacho from Donruss 87. Donruss 90 gives us Terry Kennedy, who caught for the Orioles for a little while, I believe. And Roger McDowell, Charlie Kerfeld, who, honestly, I opened a ton of Donruss 87. I don't remember that card at all. It's suspicious to me. I feel as though I've slipped in to another parallel reality where Charlie Kerfeld was a pitcher for the Astros and seemed pretty confident and cocky about it by that expression. Juan Samuel and Pete Rose. There's another pretty good card out of there. I'll put that one to the side along with Mr. Barry Larkin. Ken Howell from 87 Donruss. We got some more backwards cards. We'll flip these over and see if it's anything good. There's a rookie prospect of Jimmy Kremers. I don't remember him. And here's a Lou Whitaker card. I do like Lou Whitaker, and though he's not in the Hall of Fame, I think he should be. So Donruss 92. Not a particularly valuable card, but I'll set it aside. C.J. Cron from the Angels, and that is a more recent card as well. And there's Jose Cruz, Donruss 87 again. I see something very shiny along here. I'll bring it close to the camera so you can see that little shiny something there. I feel like that's probably maybe an insert. I'm not sure what to think. There's picture time from the dreaded 2021 set. It's a Draft Picks auto. Did you guys see that? Holy cow. What is going on here? I think we got a hit out of this. I just got done saying they never put autos in here, and there I just pulled one. Omar Olivares there. And then let's see what we got here. This is Sean Reed Foley, who is from Toronto. This is a prospect signature from Prism. That's a tough hit, getting a signature card out of Prism. Wow. I've never heard of that player before. I think this card's probably valueless, but nonetheless, that is a pretty strong hit out of a Fairfield box by way of Prism. You just don't see that very often. That's a 2014 card, according to the copyright date on the back. I'm pretty bowled over by that. I have to say, I was not expecting anything like that out of a Fairfield box. I don't think I've ever pulled an auto out of here. So some more dreaded 2021. There's a Future Stars card of a guy named Mike. There's no guess on that one. Sorry, guys. These 2021 cards, I have sworn off of opening them because I can't read them. There's Alex something and Hanson Alberto, maybe? And Dakota Hudson. John Smiley, who is living up to his namesake right there. He looks pretty happy. Milt Thompson. And Jose Oquendo. Yes, anytime I pull a Jose Oquendo, I am pretty psyched. Jose Oquendo, I believe, is the gentleman who collects small telephones, and I don't have that Jose Oquendo, so that's pretty sweet. I'll put that aside for my own purposes, and now here we have Austin Kearns. That's probably not a bad card either. A Topps card there, and this one is, who's this? Jared Saltalmarcia? Well, that is a name I do not remember. That's from the Marlins. I don't really follow the Marlins, so that's probably why. All right, so that was pretty good. I mean, we pulled an auto by a guy I've never heard of before, so, nonetheless, that's not too bad. And then we've still got this, sorry for the hit there. We still have this Golden Age card, or pack, to open here. All right, pause the camera there just for a minute so that I could look up both Sean Reed Foley, who has apparently pitched for the Blue Jays for several years and is a pretty decent middle relief guy. He was traded to the Mets in the offseason and started the season on the Mets roster, but is now with the Syracuse Mets and may be brought up again in the future. We'll see. But anyway, he has had a fairly decent career in the majors, so he's not a guy who, just never made it. He actually has been in the majors. So if you're a Blue Jays fan, that may actually be a card that you like if you know that pitcher. I also wanted to look up this pack to see if I was going to be opening up, like a $50 pack of cards or something, but that is not the case. Just I had not heard of this product, so that's why I wanted to investigate these things before I continued. But these packs do sell for about $8 or $9 online, which is pretty great when you considered I paid only $5 for the Fairfield box there. So all in all, this has been a pretty good box, and we still have the pack to open. Apparently you can pull a Ted Williams autograph is the big thing that people are looking for when they open Panini Golden Age. And myself being from the Golden Age, you would think that these cards would be just right up my alley. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead and open this and see what we get out of this product. 6 cards per pack. And again, I've never opened this product before. We start off with Elizabeth Montgomery. Hello, nurse. That's not in focus, so that's going to have lost its appeal. There you go. Elizabeth Montgomery, best known for being in Bewitched, if I'm remembering my actors and actresses correctly. And she was the main character, Samantha, in that. And next we got Frankie Frisch. All right, nice. Frankie Frisch was a really great second baseman. He went on to be a manager as well. And I believe he's a Hall of Famer. He should be if he's not. Now, look at this. This is nuts. Brooks Robinson. How about that? I've never seen any of these cards before, and this looks like it's some sort of a punch-out card. I'll bring this closer to the camera so you can see the perforations there and see if my camera will actually focus the way it should. There you go. So you can punch this card out, maybe stand it up. That is sweet. Brooks Robinson's card. Looks like there's a mini card in here too. This pack is awesome. Check this out. What's our mini card? Our mini card, I can't even read that. Good heavens. This is for Golden Agers. They need to make the print bigger. I got to tell you that. Is that Frank Tanana? Yeah, that's Frank Tanana. He was a pitcher for the Angels back in the 70s and the early 80s. Pretty good pitcher, actually. Frank Tanana had some good seasons for them. Charlie Chaplin, as an older man. Charlie Chaplin, of course, the great comedic actor. Everybody's heard of him. And Bill Russell. Not too bad there if you're a Celtics fan. That's a good card for you when you collect basketball, but still a pretty cool card. That was a neat pack. I got a Brooks Robinson out of it that I have never seen before and would not have otherwise even known about. That is sweet. Yeah, that was a good box. I cannot complain about that. All right, that was a lot of fun. So that was the lighter box of the two. You remember we weighed these, and that was the lighter one. That was the 4.2 ounce box, and this is the 6.5 ounce box, which is more than 2 ounces heavier if I know how to do math, which I usually don't. So let's open this one up and see what we get out of here. This should be, this is going to be a letdown compared to that box, because I think we pulled pretty well out of that box. I got to say, for a Fairfield box, that was a really good adventure through there. So let's see what we can get out of here. Again, the usual packs that one gets out of here are opening day packs or Sage or some off-brand or what have you. So this is just a much, much bigger stack. So that's a huge stack of cards. As you can see, I'm going to line it up next to the other one. That's like twice as big of a stack of cards there. So that's why the weight discrepancy. And as predicted, we did get an opening day pack. And I'm going to open that first because I generally am nonplussed by opening day packs. I know that's not the order that most people do their Fairfield boxes, but that is how we're going to do it because I don't buy opening day, and I don't really open it that much, so we'll see. Maybe this will change my mind. Maybe it will make me an opening day fan. I don't think it will because it's got that horrible 2021 look of names that I can't read. So there's a player. He's diving for the ball, and there's a guy who's a future star, Bo Bichette. Well, that's not too bad. That's a pretty good one, actually. Bo Bichette, future star. Guess we'll put that in the nice stack. And then what do we have there? Lorenzo Cain. That's pretty good, too. Lorenzo Cain, good Brewers player. And we got an insert. How about that? Legends of Baseball, Ichiro. I guess we'll put that to the side, too. Pretty good card there. And here's a guy pitching. He looks like he's making a great deal of effort. Can't read that name. And there's... man, I have the hardest time. Cannot read that name either. And there's a guy, he's a rookie, and he's pitching, and it looks like he's really giving it his all. So there we go. That's the opening day pack. We did get a couple of good cards out of that, so I can't really complain too much. I'm not sure I can hold this enormous stack of cards that came in the heavy Fairfield box, so I'm going to just take half of this stack and then come back and get the rest in a moment. We start off with Roger McDowell, and I think we had Roger McDowell in the first stack, if I'm remembering right. We did have a McDowell. I think it might have been Roger. So here he is with the Phillies, and that is a pretty cool Gypsy Queen card of C.J. Wilson from the Angels. That's a nice card, actually. Rosario Rodriguez, rookie prospect from the Reds. That's score 1991 there, 1997 tops, 87 tops. I don't know what's wrong with me. Jay Howell, looking pained. He looks as though someone has poked him in the side with something sharp there. What do we have here? Pat Lestache. That's a nice Upper Deck SP card. Pretty neat Brewers card there. And we'll flip this one over and see who this is. This is Vaughn Hayes. Nice Fleer Ultra card there. And Nick Ossosky. There he is with, looks like Atlanta. He came up with the Reds, I believe. Of course, yeah, there he is with the Reds on the back. I like how they show the rookie cards on the back of these Stadium Club cards. I always thought that was a really nice feature. I'll put that one over there because apparently I like to leave this whole side of the table empty. I don't know what my damage is. Jeff King with the Pirates, score 1991 card there, another backwards card. And this is John Flaherty, and he's catching a ball behind the plate there. Larry Sorensen, Expos pitcher, and he looks like, I don't know, he's taking some sort of goofy pills there. I don't know what's up with him. Andy Van Slyke with the Phillies. He, of course, came up with the Cardinals. And then another backwards card here. This is Aramis Ramirez with the Cubs, and Carl Willis with the Twins here. And another backwards card of both of these. No, just this one is backwards. It is Paul Kilgus from the Cardinals. We'll also put that back here. Scott Aldred with the Tigers. Those of you who are Tigers fans. And there's Howard Johnson All-Star card right there. Rod Nichols for the Cleveland Indians, back when that's what they were still called. And this guy is backwards. His name is Scott Sanderson, and he's a pitcher for the Angels. He pitched for several teams back in the day. Kevin Appier, another pitcher. We're going to turn this over and get to Mike Huff, who's ready for action. Look at that guy. He is poised and ready. Mike Huff is ready. Les Lancaster, who looks like he's about to lay down a bunt, or maybe you think he's already hit the ball, or you think he's about to hit the ball? I think he already hit it there. We got Doug Drabek, good pitcher for several years. Tony Castillo and Spike Owen. Nice Expos card there. Jarvis Brown brings us to a prospect card here. Jarvis Brown and a Sideways Giants card of Darren Lewis signing some stuff for the fans. I always like the cards where the players are signing stuff for the fans. There's something about that I've always enjoyed. Roger Clemens, Red Sox card there. That's pretty nice. I'll put that over here in the star pile. Dwayne Henry, pitcher for the Astros there. Bob Welch, who started out with the Dodgers in the 70s and had quite a long career. He did pretty well. Scott Scudder for the Reds, and Kelly Downs, another pitcher there for the Giants. Gino Petralli, who looks just jolly. He looks like he's about to just deliver some gifts to children or something. Scott Bradley from the Mariners, and looks like maybe he dropped a called third strike or something like that. Jay Bell, Jay Bell, man, that is a casual pose, buddy. That is a very casual pose. Looks like you're getting a picture taken for a dating site or something, Jay Bell. I got to tell you, I don't know about that one. Mike Scioscia also laying down a bunt. There's a lot of bunting going on in this pack, and I don't mean like the 4th of July bunting that you see like hung up on things. I think you guys know what I mean. And that's Jeff Dedman there. And what do we have here? This looks like a pretty sweet card. This is a select rookie prospect of Ray Durham. That's a pretty nice card, actually. Ray Durham, a minor star in his day. He did pretty well. It's a pretty nice card from Select, actually. I like that one. And this is a checklist card of Barry Bonds from Select 95. Why am I all the way over in that corner? I don't know what's up with that. There's something about this side of the table that seems to just draw my attention. Barry Bonds, throw that in that pile. And Kenny Williams there. And we still have this half of the giant stack from the 6.5-ounce box to go through. So if you guys take your postal scale to the pharmacy with you, which wouldn't be weird at all, and you could weigh those, you'd know the lighter packs seem to be, I think the lighter packs are a little better. This one's okay as far as Fairfield packs go, and we still have all of these cards to look through. Looks like there might be some Leaf in there, which would be sweet. So let's see, maybe we'll pull something good out of here. Robbie Thompson And behind him, a very unusual card of Hideki Arabu. What is up with this card? I'm not familiar with this. This is a weird card. This is a promo card to Sports Weekly. I'm going to move that closer to the camera so you can check that out. That is weird. I've never, ever seen this card before. Was this hand cut or punched out? I think this is punched out. It's got some perforation marks along the side there. That is nuts. I've never seen a card like that. That is pretty crazy. Ken Daly from the Cardinals and Alfredo Griffin, great player, and that's a Leaf card, as I thought I saw, and that is a great player. He came up with the Blue Jays. You guys probably already know that. Calvin Schiraldi, looking a little shell-shocked there. Dusty Baker, outfielder for the Dodgers, and then manager for the Giants for several years. Ray Lankford, upper deck card there, and Jeff Leonard, great outfielder for the Giants for several years. Luis Alcea from the Cardinals, and Kevin Seitzer, sideways card there. Kevin Seitzer, who's he playing for there? The Indians? Yeah, he's playing for the Indians. I think he came up with the Royals, if I'm remembering. Dave Stewart, one of the great pitchers of the 80s and early 90s. Dave Stewart, not in the Hall of Fame, but a guy who some people believe maybe should be in there. He had a lot of good years. This is Witten, and this is an insert. This is the Power Surge insert for Pinnacle, and I actually don't know who this is. Mark Witten? Yeah, I only have a very vague recollection of that guy. I'm really not remembering him that well, I'm sorry to say. Oriole card. Oriole alert for Ben McDonald. That's a pretty good one there. I like to see that. Charlie O'Brien, looking pretty skeptical about whatever he's watching there. What do you think the Brewers' chances are, Charlie O'Brien, in 1990? Not pretty good. No, that's a shame. Mikey Tettleton, another Orioles card there. I like to see that. And a couple backwards cards here. Let's just flip this whole thing around. Hal Morris, first baseman, and Jimmy Key, good pitcher for the Yankees for many years, often an all-star. There's another Leaf card of Jeff Brantley and Dan Plesac. A lot of Brewers in this stack too. Mike Davis for the Dodgers. Get it up a little higher there so everybody can see. Rob Dernier for the Cubs. I think he came up with the Phillies, if I'm remembering correctly. He was a hot prospect for a little bit. Charlie Liebrandt for the Braves. And Steve Sachs, who was a hot prospect for sure. He came up with the Dodgers and then found his way to their arch rival, the Yankees. Dodgers and Yankees facing off in the World Series many times. Ron Oster and Jeff Robinson there. Bud Black, lots of pitchers right here in this part of the stack. Dennis Rasmussen, and there's another one, Dave Stieb, great Blue Jays pitcher for many years. And who's that? Mariano Duncan? Not familiar with him. Jose De Leon, another Leaf card there. I like to see that. Well, what is this one? This is another Leaf card, and it's a different year. This is Oral Hershiser. That's a pretty good one, too. I don't think that's a rookie or anything, but yeah, I did remember the backs of these are pretty awesome. That is, to me, that's really cool. I think that is, that should be on the front of the card, in my opinion. That is a really neat back to the card there with Oral Hershiser dominating the Los Angeles skyline. I'm going to put that one aside. I like that card. I'm not a big Hershiser fan, but that's pretty cool. Here's Kareem Garcia from the Tigers, and that is a Crown Pacific card, which you do not see much of either. Those were pretty decent cards that came out, as you can see, in 2000. That's pretty cool. Cal Eldred here with the Brewers. And Glenn Davis, is that a rookie Glenn Davis? I do not know. No, it is not. It's a third-year Glenn Davis, but still early in his career. There's Andy Tracy, another Expos cards. Scott Podsednik there with the White Sox. And our last card from that Giants stack is another White Sox card, Jerry Owens. So the first pack definitely better than the second pack. The first pack had a really cool bunch of cards in there, and it had these Golden Age, a pack of that Golden Age stuff. And honestly, I liked that Golden Age stuff so much. I might actually try to look into buying some of that. That was a lot of fun, and this cool stand-up Brooks Robinson for me, losing my voice after calling all those cards. That stand-up Brooks Robinson for me is the winner of the day for me personally. Others may disagree. As you can see, I'll start using the whole table. I don't know what my damage is there, but Pete Rose, Barry Larkin, there's Barry Bonds, and Roger Clemens, the autographed card of Sean Reed Foley, the Oral Hershiser. I'm going to use the back of that because I like the back better. The Oral Hershiser card there. Lou Whitaker, Legends of Baseball, Ichiro, and Jose Oquendo, who I'm personally collecting, and Bo Bichette, Future Stars card from opening day. That's pretty good. Glenn Davis, I'll leave on top because that's pretty neat. And I did like those Golden Age cards. I might have to get more of those. Check them out. And then, as always, the invisible stacks that I've got over here. You guys probably noticed me making those stacks and wondered what was going on. So anyway, that is 2 boxes of Fairfield baseball, and I have to say I'm pretty happy with that. That was not bad at all. I mean, we got a ton of cards out of there. That second box had tons of cards, and the first box had really good cards. So really not a lot for me to complain about. I'm happy with that break. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly had a good time with that. And I hope you're having a great time, whatever you're doing today. And I will see you back here real soon. Thanks again for coming by the channel. And as always, happy collecting.